Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I love being in the studio, especially when I get to talk to authors. And I'm joined by Desiree Middleton. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
Awesome.
Why don't you go ahead and tell our viewers your style of writing?
So I've recently developed a new style of writing. I'm into urban fiction novels now. I just released my second back in November of 2023, and it is a series called Married to the Enemy. It's very exciting. It gives me so much excitement because I'm able to allow my imagination to just take over and run wild. And so those two books are very much full of plot twists, full of a lot of murder mystery if you're into that. Full of all of the things that you would probably see in a Tubi movie.
I love it. You're actually the first author that I've had in here that writes that sort of mystery genre, so that's really interesting. Have you always been interested in this since you were a kid? I mean, you published your first book in 2019, right?
Yes, so I published my first book in 2019, and it's called Finding the Beauty in Ugly Situations. And it's more so about my life, about myself, things that I had gone through and how I still remained positive and was able to overcome those things. And then after I wrote that book, I'm like, well, there's not much else I can write about myself.
Not yet.
And so I was like, I still wanted to write, I still wanted to release books, but I was like, what else can I write about? And I started following this author named Ashley Antoinette. And she writes these books, these like urban fiction books, and I read like 3 of her series in like a month. And I was like, wait a minute, I really, really like this. Like, I can create some characters like this. And so I sat down one day and I started doing it, and it was just coming just like that. And I think the best part about it is that you can make up people. You can make your characters do what you want them to do, how you want them to do it, whatever direction you want them to go. Like, my imagination just takes over.
Oh, I love it so much. So when you talk about twists, can you give me an example, or is that giving too much away?
No, yeah, I can absolutely give you an example. So the crazy thing about the first book that I wrote, urban fiction that I wrote, Married to the Enemy, when I wrote that book, I was going through a divorce myself.
Oh.
So many people were interested in the book because they thought it was a tell-all about my marriage. So eyes were on it before the book was even completed. And so when I first released it, the book sold about 250 copies within the first 2 weeks. And that was a goal for me, one that I didn't think I was going to achieve, because I was like, wow. And it was because, everybody wanted to know, what is she going to talk about in this book? And then I think when they actually read it and realized it had nothing to do with me or my marriage, it was more like, oh, wait a minute, but it's still a good book. So one of the plot twists in the book, the series, in the first book, Melody is the main character. She's a young lawyer who is trying to find herself and trying to find her way. She meets a man, she falls in love, gets married. But in the second book, we find that Melody's perfect husband might just be the enemy.
We'll leave it at that, folks. But you are now working on another book with your daughters.
Yes.
Where can people stay updated on this sort of thing?
So I am on all social media. I am on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all under @AuthorD. And then I also have my website, which is www.authordesiree.com. And I pretty much post every day, literally, on all sites. So I'm pretty active on social media. So I normally try to keep people updated as to what I have going on through my social media sites. I actually just launched my online bookstore. And so, of course, I'm going to be selling my books through the bookstore, but I'm also going to be including other authors' pieces and works through the bookstore as well.
All right, thank you so much for joining us
Thank
today.
you for having me.
Absolutely. Guys, if you want to check out some of her books, where's that website that people can find again?
It's www.authordesiree.com.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Man, am I excited. Guys, in the studio today, I actually have a magician with me. Lion Flood, how are you doing?
I'm well. I'm excited to be here and just to embrace all this positive energy.
Oh yeah, we're all about positive energy on Living Local Carolina. But I want to know more about you.
Okay.
How did you get into magic in the first place?
That is the age-old question, and to give you the short answer, so I'm a retired Marine veteran.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. And I was injured, and I was recouping in the hospital. I had about 4 knee surgeries and couldn't move, and so I needed something to do. And I picked up a book and started reading, and it made me smile. And I started learning magic tricks, and eventually they would bring patients in to the room, and I would do tricks for them, little card tricks. And then when I was able to be mobile in a wheelchair, they would wheel me to other patients' room, and it kind of snowballed.
way.
Yeah, and it just picked up from that and just took off.
What you got?
All right, so I love using senses when I perform, right? So in this one, we're going to use 2 senses, sight and sound. What I would like to do is attempt to place this coin inside the bottle, just like that. Now,
No way.
so, and it's going to happen very close up, right? And I'm going to do it on the count of 3.
Okay.
Right? So watch. And I'm going to do it slow so everyone can see it. 1, 2. You know, 3 days ago when I tried this trick, no I'm kidding. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Now, how on earth did he just do that? Y'all.
And you can hold your hand out. I want you to verify that's an actual coin. It's
Dude.
yes.
Okay, when I read that you're good at close-up magic, I wasn't actually quite sure what close-up magic was,
Oh.
but like to actually be in front of it and
Yes.
watch it happen, it's wild.
Yes.
That was crazy.
And that's probably
That's
the
difficult to
best,
do.
Yeah, it's probably the best thing I love about magic, because stage magic and all that's great.
The smoke and the
Yes.
mirrors and everything.
But to be inches from it and to
Yeah.
see it literally go from here to there,
Love
it's indescribable sometimes. That emotion. Thank you. Thank you.
I loved that. Oh, and I love magic too. The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Easy Pro Express. Well, welcome back to Living Local, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. I am in the studio, and we're going to talk about bathroom remodeling with Jeff from Easy Pro. How are you?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So tell me, when somebody is looking to remodel their bathroom, you got to take a couple steps. What are some of the things that people should be looking for in a contractor?
Yeah, that's a great question. The first thing that I always say is check their credentials. Are they licensed to do the work? Do they have the right insurance? Do they pull permits to do the work? At Easy Pro Bass Express, we're a licensed general contractor. We have multiple licensed plumbers on staff. And if a permit is required, we do all the paperwork, handle all the legwork with the city, the county, so the homeowner doesn't have to worry about those items.
And I love reading reviews whenever I'm about to buy something. Is that important when it comes to finding a contractor too?
I mean, I think most people say the reviews are tremendously important, right? I mean, it's the customer's own words on how the contractor performed that project. So what better way to get the insight onto how a contractor takes care of their customers than in those reviews? And beyond just reviews, also looking at the Better Business Bureau. With Easy Pro Bass Express, we have over 1,500 5-star reviews, and we have a AAA rating with the Better Business Bureau, so we take care of our customers. I would encourage anybody to go online and read some of the reviews for ourselves.
I don't feel like a lot of people could say that about their business. Say, hey, go check out the reviews. I feel confident
We
in
stand
that.
behind our work and we take care of our customers, and we're proud of that.
I love that.
Yeah.
So if somebody's watching right now, can you kind of walk through the process of what it looks like to get a bathroom remodel with you
Sure,
guys?
it's very easy. All you have to do is give us a call, go online, easyprobassexpress.com. We come out to the house, we do a free in-home design consultation. We'll show you product and we'll take measurements and we'll give you a price down to the penny. That'll be good for 1 year. So when when you're ready to move forward with that project, you know what it's going to cost. And for your viewers today, we are offering an additional 20% off projects for those that call right now.
20% off. You gotta love that, folks. So where can people learn more information?
Sure, go to easyprobassexpress.com or give us a call.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Easy Pro Express.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everybody. I'm in the studio right now, and as you can see, we've got a lot of props today. I love it. I'm so happy to be joined by Arnisha from Angel Diaper Cakes and Crafts. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. What do you do, Arnisha?
So I'm a crafter.
Yeah.
Is what I call myself.
I can see that.
I do a lot of stuff, range from diaper cakes for the new moms to birthday decorations, retirement, anniversary, just anything crafty.
Yeah.
I'm your girl.
I'm a crafty girl too, so you're right after my heart here. We're kindred spirits. But you've got some really cool cups that have a little bit of elevated technology here that I've never seen before.
Yes.
Walk me through it.
So we have a few. The ones in the front, I call my conversation piece. These are glitter tumblers with hot and cold.
Love it.
Have like the little ice and your
That's always
topping.
fun.
I know you go to the beach and have your straw, whatever. And then we have the kids' cups and
Good with the handles.
right.
That's
And
always
then
good.
that one, the reason why I like that one is because as the child grows, it turns into a big boy or big girl cup because it comes with an extra lid and straw.
Love
so
that.
you can use it for a longer time. And then
Very
we
cool.
have our camping cup for campers or guys who likes to walk outside, when time change at 5 o'clock and you need light.
gosh, yeah.
So you can still walk and have your light outside
Look at that.
with your cup and your little handle and interchangeable lid.
Perfect.
And it tells you the temperature
Oh my gosh.
outside.
That is
then
very cool.
We have 2 different sized speaker cups.
Yeah.
So this one is a 30 ounce
Oh.
and they light up to the bottom and it comes with a handle and an extra bottom piece. So if you don't want to have the speaker with you, you can change it out.
Okay.
And the charge lasts for about 18 hours, full charge. So you can listen to music fully for about 18 hours.
So rechargeable, and then you just
It's
take
rechargeable.
it off to
You-
wash it?
Yep, you can unscrew it. This one is the one with no handle. This is a 20 ounce. This one is a 30 ounce. And you just unscrew the bottom,
Love that.
wash
Easy
it like
peasy.
how you would anything, and screw it back on when you're done. And then inside you have the USB
Nice.
to charge it.
And we haven't even talked about this yet, but they're also decorated so cute. You can kind of customize.
You
and
can
stuff.
customize and put anything on here
Really?
that you like. Like for grandparents, they usually have. Like I did one for my mom with all the grandkids around it.
Very cute.
All her grandkids are on it, so now she has to get an updated one for the great grands.
Yeah.
And then we have our water bottle because summer is coming.
Oh my gosh, that is a huge
And this
water
is
bottle.
a
That's
100
a
ounce.
jug.
Yeah, this is a 100-ounce jug. So my favorite is drinking the tears of my haters.
I hadn't even read that yet. I love it.
So yeah,
I love it. I love
we
everything
have-
you do.
Absolutely. Then we have our centerpieces for
Very
your
cool.
table or decoration,
Yeah.
whatever, and your reef for the door, the wooden one. And then we have our vertical welcome sign
Yeah.
over here. And then we have our starter
The
kit
baby box.
for the new mom.
Oh, such a
And
great
it
gift for new
comes
moms.
with a custom-made blanket
Love
in
that.
the back with the matching. This is the burp cloth.
Oh my goodness. So you can get a name
So-
put on there?
Absolutely,
Love
you can
that.
customize it because the
Oh,
hats
matching
and mittens,
socks. Oh, those are mittens.
the mittens and the caps.
That shows how much I know about babies.
Well, it's been a long time since I had one. So, and then we have things in here that they would need, like diaper wipes, the rash,
The
ointment.
essentials, you know.
Yeah, right. So
Gotta have it.
absolutely.
I love it.
And then you
Okay.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.